Hey, it's your host Dan once again. Today's project's going to be phase 2 of the flower box planting. In phase 1, I got all those little bushes in. I want to say that was about a couple weeks ago, but it's been a couple months at least. This whole project for the flower box has been years in the making here. Just had many other projects ahead of it, but this area here where it's all dirt, we're going to go over to the big box store and we're going to get some perennials and we're going to start planting this, and we're going to make this look really nice. This is a pretty easy DIY. It's not going to cost us a lot, just a little time getting down there playing in the dirt. So that's where we're headed, over the big box store. Let's see what we come back with. Okay, so here we are at the garden center, and we're going to pick out some perennials to put in. I really don't know what we're going to get, but I kind of got a plan to make that happen a little bit easier. Figure out how we're going to do this, because it would just drive me insane to try to figure out an arrangement of where I'm going to put what where. So I'm going to make it a little easier on myself, and I'll show you what I'm going to do here. I've gotten some hand carts set up. I measured it out. This is about 13 feet. We've got about 14 feet of space tight. So this is what we're going to start doing. We're going to start picking out what we want here off the rack, put it down here, arrange it, and then we're going to buy it. Okay, so after about an hour and a half here mowing around the big box store, checking everything out, this is what we finally decided on, and the arrangement we're going to plant it in. This made it a lot easier, because we would have spent hours and hours and hours at home getting nothing accomplished. So I figured this was going to be the best method to figure out how we're going to plant them and in what order. And I'm not sure what all these are, but we'll go over the name tags a little later when we start getting them planted. So all I've got to do right now is just take these up front, buy them, load them in the car, and get home and start planting. So we're back home from the store, and I took that same arrangement of how we laid it out on the carts in the store, and that's the same way we're going to plant it. I just took a minute here to get the spacing all correct for what we're going to plant, just to make it easy. And we guys just start digging, get these suckers in. Alright, so I got a spare box here for some of the dirt we're going to displace. I got my little 9-year-old shovel here, and I'm going to start digging, and we're going to get these planted in the ground. Okay, let's do a rundown of what all these are called because I'm probably going to forget myself. This first one here, there's only one of them. This one's called a summer ruffle, a hibiscus. And that one here, it had the idea that it would break the transition between the bushes and all the rest of the flowers. So just one of those. Next up is this one. There's 3 of these. This is called a flame pink garden philo. And then in the back here, this yellow one, this is called a tiny parrot Asiatic lily. We did 4 of those. And up front here, this pinkish reddish guy, this is called a delicious candy coneflower. We did 2 of those. The purple, that's called a blue saliva. We got 4 of those. Wait a minute, hold the phone there. We just realized something, and this is the next day, that I had video completely edited. I was just about to hit upload, and we saw it. The blue salvia that we put in, that's an annual. I couldn't believe it that we bought those. So we went out to the store once again, got the New Dimension blue salvia. I don't know why I said saliva before, and replaced these. So there is 4 of these. All right, so I am now 100% done, and I think this looks pretty sweet. You know, just keep in mind, I'm a guy who doesn't know too much about gardening. It's kind of a first time for me doing this. So if anybody else out there is kind of a garden whiz, has any tips, comments, suggestions for me, I greatly appreciate it. But I kind of liked how we also did this in the little Z pattern, because originally I was thinking of just doing a straight line and put ones maybe in front or behind, but I think this fills it in really, really nicely. Here's a shot a little further back of what we got accomplished, how it all looks from the street. And here's what it looks like when you're walking up my walkway. About $250 all in for the bushes and the flowers, everything planted. I saved a considerable amount of money here, about $500 plus on this entire project. And I think it looks spectacular. This is a long time coming for me. I think we set out maybe 3 years ago to get this flower box redone, and then I eventually got the sidewalk and the retaining wall put in, which I farmed out to a contractor. You know, not that I could have done it myself, but it's just too much labor for one guy, so that's why I farmed that out. But the gardening, took care of that. That was an easy task. Save a whole bunch of money. So, hope you enjoyed watching the video. Hope you learned something today. And as always, thanks for watching.